and he was in my driveway cutting stuff, cut stuff down in my property.
And he did the asshole cut through my fucking decorative lights and all kinds of shit. It's all fucked up. That's why the cop removed his fucking ass. Not let him fucking do that shit. It's fucked up.
That was the only... I didn't say he couldn't have, couldn't use his property. That's not what I'm disputing. I just don't want him on my property, destroying my property, thinking he can get in there that way. Because that's the easiest way to his.
Well, the tax man begged to differ with you.
Okay. Well, all right then.
And I don't know. I need to go out there with the surveyor and show me on the ground where these particular points are, okay?
Unless...
All I'm looking at right now is paper.
Yeah, unless the Cecilia Moore...
Yeah, Mountain Cat accepts it wasn't quite the truth and what the family had used me for. There was one pin that's the point of contention. Because it lands somewhere. And after Dobbs was removed from property, Monster and his parents told me the truth about this pin. So they, in their own way, were fucking Dobbs over too. And using me as a buffer. But also, by this point, hinting at threats to me by using Lawson for favors, etc. Because they knew what was getting ready to go down with New Supply as well. Because by this point, we're days after Summer's vanished. Monster knows he's fucking dead ass caught. As far as he's fucked around too much, found out he's had to tell the feds he was fucking around. That's why he was late today. Coming home late. The day Summer vanished. He knew he was caught, and they knew the game and all this other shit. So, yeah. There were many, many things in play here.
Like lady, Cecilia Cox, whatever her name is now.
It's not. But anyway. Yeah. But I was the one that was super worried about the property. Sure was. Me, the mayor of Ben Hill. Yep. Anyway, and this right here, I did suspect before he was giving out hints for about a year, and she had changed jobs to be beside of him at that one. So yeah. But he was always doing that, right, with a New Supply. And he would do it, and he would torment me with it by giving me hints, etc. And then he wanted me to look and do whatever, and then he would split from about the time that I would almost get the absolute proof that he was doing it. That way he could continue to have his fun in a supply, usually at a gas station, grocery store, something like that, and also keep me in the fucking box. Because it was always Jody Sue Ann, Jody Sue Ann. And this time that's what he was wanting to do. That's why he was begging for months and saying, if you don't want me to quit, this job is going to destroy our lives. Just wait and see. Because she had moved her happy, monstrous little baby coleslaw ass up right beside him in the job to keep an eye on him. And then what I was doing is I was kind of going for lunch times or doing whatever so she could control him. And then the cliche-ass dropped earrings, and she was pushing. And he was trying to gnaw his own arm off, hoping that I would dig enough. But by that point, his parents are pushing weapons into the house. I know that's the most volatile times. All this shit's going on, right? To keep me quiet. I've got the cancer shit going full tilt. My paps just died. I've been separated from my kids at a point for like 3 fucking months because, contrary to popular narrative, pushing pieces of shit like Scotch and all them, and like I showed proof for the other day in videos, that cabin was dropped at my behest so I could separate from my children to keep them safe. German, this is different. It's not like that. There are certain ones, but this was not the case here. If it had been like it was, look, it's a complicated property issue. But there are certain ones, and they're not. You can't just claim whatever the fuck. There's ones for power and stuff like that, obviously, companies, but private property, you don't have to give someone, unless if it's locked, yes, but that is a cliff and a bluff that borders the road, so they would have been responsible to build their own driveway to access it, right? Otherwise, yes, you'd have to give right away your easement, but it wasn't like that. So anyway, carrying on. This is what the fuck they mean. Okay, this is one of the surveys in the closet. Right, pulled up. Okay. And I marked out with the Y. I whited that out so it didn't give the family name and shit like that. And pay attention, real close attention to. Y'all see the hands? Oh dear. Let's see. You see the hands on that? The fingers? See how old they are? You see those thin ass fucking nails and shit and how they're shaped? Yeah, you think those are my fingers? Boy. Mm-mm. Let's see if I can get them to show up. Because I know I took pics of them. I did, indeed. Alright. See those fucking fingers, y'all? Hold on. No, those ain't my fingers. Huh? What are his fingers supposed to be? Not my hands. Or how about these hands? Right? With all the oil and grease and giant man hands on the deed as well. The survey, etc. Do those look like my fucking hands to y'all? Yeah. No. I've never had a bright blue car in my life either, but that's clearly on a car hood. I don't know who would own a blue car. And, yeah. That would be Monster's hands and his mama's hands. And they wanted to roll it out. This is before I paid to put this motherfucker in a frame, too, by the way, because some bitches, needs to be taken out of the frame. So it's flat and etc. I had to pay for the fucking frame, too. That's how fucking shitty these people are, knowing what they were gonna need. I mean, look, this is fucked. So anyway, yeah, this is the shit I'm dealing with here. But yep, it was me being super concerned about property. Me. And then, hold on, it's my kid. Oh, what the fuck? Oh dear. Yeah, definitely not my hands. And also, and y'all, I'm getting ready to show you some pictures. To also show you why half of what you've been fed is bullshit. On another front, as far as, yeah. But I'm going to show you pictures of this property sale and how Candace and Dawn's house was outed to the world, and how the thing was an absolute fuck over of whoever was buying the property, but also how things were very visible and exactly like I've told you from the beginning. Summer could be seen. And how part of this property shit could play in. But not because somebody was pissed about property. You know, no. But because of the property sales. Part of the perfect storm. Hold on just a minute.